Former Man United captain Roy Keane and Wayne Rooney agree that the Red Devils players weren't having David Moyes when he was appointed Sir Alex Ferguson's successor. Moyes signed a 6-year contract at Old Trafford as he was chosen to be the next manager up after legendary boss Ferguson retired in 2013. The current West Ham boss was left with an aging squad which required a rebuild, but Moyes was given just 2 transfer windows and 51 matches in all competitions before he was sacked. And Man United legend Keane insists it's crazy to think the players weren't having him before he even walked in the door at Old Trafford. Keane said on the Stick to Football podcast, "David Moyes came into Manchester United, and, okay, the standards may have dropped in terms of the brilliant players who left at that time. But the players should treat the manager with respect, who has done well at Everton, but the bit I don't get is not having him before he's walked in the door." Moyes may look back now and think there was things he could have done differently, and maybe he tried too hard, but for players to say they're not having him before he walked in the door is crazy. And Rooney, who played in the squad under Moyes, admits that the Man United players didn't give him a chance after the Scot replaced Ferguson. Rooney added, "The players never gave David Moyes a chance at Manchester United. I think it was always going to be tough for him. I know David from when he was at Everton, and he was never the same person at Manchester United. Obviously, it was a massive change for him, so I don't think he did as well as he would have liked, but I also think there was a lack of respect from the senior players towards him, and they weren't having him, which was tough for him." The former Man United striker also pointed to the change in behavior of players and their love for hip-hop music and dancing around the changing room. Rooney continued, "Then you've got the likes of Jesse Lingard, Danny Welbeck and Tom Cleverley coming through, who had good careers, but they weren't the same as the core group we had. Football was changing, the behavior of players and everything around football was changing, and that was a big time. I remember after the Liverpool game when we got beat at Old Trafford in 2014 under David Moyes, the players were dancing around the changing room the next day at the training ground, playing hip-hop music. I tried taking the speaker out the room, and you can try to control as much as possible, but you can't really.